Look, if you gotta hide your phone from your partner, you might as well be with the person you're texting, all right? It's that simple. Let me tell you, if you're sneaking around and hiding conversations, you're already cracking the trust in your relationship. Honesty and transparency, that's the bedrock, man. Ain't no strong relationship without them. Now think about this. What are you really gaining by hiding? A few moments of thrill that don't mean a thing in the long run? It ain't worth the damage it does. If your heart's somewhere else, do the right thing and just be honest. Better to face the truth now than to drag out all that pain for both of y'all. Trust, once it's broken, is near impossible to fix. Don't go shattering it with deceit. Respect your partner enough to be upfront. If your mind's on somebody else, have the guts to walk away before causing more hurt. Relationships, real ones, are built on trust, respect, and honesty. If you're hiding your phone, you're missing all three. So choose integrity. Be real. Let me hear you in the comments if you feel me, and hit the follow button because this account is definitely for you. You want to restart a relationship? Let me explain something. People saying you can't go back, you can't try again. Man, forget that. You absolutely can. If you've both grown, if you've learned, then why not give it another shot? See, here's the deal. Trying again doesn't mean doing the same old thing. It's about doing it right this time. You can't just love somebody any kind of way. You got to love them the right way. It's about commitment, respect, and effort every day, not just when it's easy. You both got to show up, put in the work. Now, let me ask you this. If you truly believe they're worth it, why wouldn't you go all in? Like they say, real love isn't about never getting it wrong. It's about making it right when you do. So if you're thinking about giving it another go, go all in. Let them know they're worth it. But remember, it's got to be mutual. You both got to be ready to love right this time. True love isn't about never falling. It's about choosing to stand up together every single time. If you agree, drop 100 and hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you. You are the answer to somebody's prayer. Right now, somebody out there is looking for exactly what you bring to the table. Every quality, every bit of love, every strength you got, they've been praying for it. You might not feel perfect, but you're the perfect match for them. You're everything they've been holding out for, every hope they've had, all wrapped up in you. But let me ask you this. How many times have you let old heartbreaks make you doubt love could work out? You think, if it didn't work back then, why would it now? Sound familiar? We get so wrapped up in what went wrong that we forget the right ones out there waiting. As Oprah said, the right person will never make you beg for love. The right one's gonna see you, appreciate you, and realize you're the answer to their prayers. So don't give up. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. That person who's been waiting for you, they're out there, and when it happens, it'll make every past heartbreak worth it. If you felt this, hit that like, follow, and share it with someone who needs to hear it too. A good relationship is like a dance. Partners alternately lead and follow each other, but they are always moving forward together. If you want people to respect you, cut them off. Stop letting people treat you like you're nothing. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. If they can't respect you when you're present, let your absence teach them what they lost. You're not some average person off the street. You're valuable, and you better start acting like it. You don't owe anyone access to your time, energy, or emotions. If they can't handle you with the respect you deserve, they shouldn't handle you at all. Respect isn't begged for, it's commanded. Stop chasing people who take you for granted. If they can't appreciate your presence, let them experience your silence. Step back, stay silent, and let your unavailability be the lesson they'll never forget. The truth is, people only value what they think they might lose. If you keep making yourself too available, you're teaching them that your time and presence come cheap. Raise your standards, enforce your boundaries, and watch how fast they either respect you or remove themselves. Either way, you win. Drop a 100 if you agree and pass this on to someone who needs to hear it. Money doesn't change who you are. It just magnifies what's already inside. If you're generous, it'll make you more giving. If you're selfish, it'll amplify that too. But remember, money isn't the end game. It's just a tool. Chase your purpose, not the dollar, because money can't fill what's empty in your soul. When you find fulfillment in what you do, the money will follow. And that's the kind of wealth that really lasts. If you made this far, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you. There are 5 types of exes after a breakup. Let me know which one is yours. Number 1, the narcissist. This ex thinks breaking up with you is your loss, as if they're a prize. They'll twist every story to make themselves the hero and you the villain.
But remember, losing a narcissist is actually winning your freedom. You dodged a lifetime of manipulation. Number 2, the toxic one. This ex thrives on drama. They can't let you move on peacefully because chaos is their comfort zone. Number 3, the ghoster. They vanish faster than free samples at a food court. No explanation, no closure, just poof. Their disappearance speaks louder than any excuse ever could. Number 4, the friendly ex. They genuinely wish you well but keep a respectful distance. No mixed signals, no unnecessary texts, just maturity. This type is rare, but if you have one, appreciate the peaceful ending. Number 5, the grown ex. They acknowledge the breakup, take accountability, and leave you with nothing but respect. They came into your life to teach you something and exited gracefully. If you've met any of these exes, drop 100 and share this with someone who needs a laugh and a reminder of their worth. You've got this.
If you wake up in the morning and you start having negative thoughts, man, this ain't my day. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm tripping, I just don't feel myself. Every time you feel, in the middle of the day, if you feel yourself doing that, stop. Just stop for a second. And start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful for. Not everything you want, everything you already have. Because what you have is substantial. You just haven't gone over the list and taken inventory in a long time. But the fact that you can walk, that's a blessing. The fact that you woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you can see, think, reason, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home, that's another blessing. The ability to dream is a blessing. The fact that you have an opportunity to get it right is another blessing. The fact that you're beautiful, that's another blessing. The fact that you have any measure of health, that's another blessing. And I'm just talking to you, I don't even know you. I could give you 50 things you ought to be grateful for right now. I don't even know you.
Ladies, when he comes back, and trust me, he will, here's exactly what you do. When that first text hits your phone, ignore it. No replies, no emojis, nothing. If he calls, don't answer. If he sends a friend request, deny it like he's a spam bot. And before you start thinking, but what if he never reaches out again? Girl, he will. See, men count on you being predictable. They think you're just waiting by the phone like it's 1998. Wrong. When you don't respond, it messes with his ego. Now he's wondering, did she even see my message? Oh, he'll reach out again, trust me. The second time, you answer cool as ice. What's up? Everything okay? No excitement, no OMG, I missed you. Just straight business. He'll expect you to fall apart, but when you hit him with, I'm really good actually, life's been great. Whoo, his ego's done. Now, here's the dagger. When he asks, seen anyone? You hit him with, yeah, but I'm not looking for anything serious right now. I just love being single. Girl, he'll be stunned. Make him work if he wants back in. Drop a 100 if you know your worth. Ladies, stop ignoring the signs that he's checked out. It might sound harsh, but the truth is, he's just used to you. He's out there doing his thing, seeing the world, while you've become his comfort zone. He stopped feeding the relationship, and now you're the one feeling depleted of love. Ask yourself, are you getting what you need out of this relationship? Because it seems like you're not. If he's not loving you the way you deserve, not taking you on dates, not showing you romance, that's a problem. And when you tell him what you need, he turns it around, calling you entitled. No, ma'am, you're a woman who deserves to be cherished, courted, and appreciated. But remember, love isn't a one-way street. You gotta bring your part too. But if he's not meeting you halfway, it's time to stop accepting less. Ladies, know your worth and demand the love you deserve. A man who truly values you will never make you question your worth. Know your value and don't settle for anything less than the love and respect you deserve. If this hit home, drop a 100 and hit that follow. Let's build better connections together. 3 things a man needs from his woman. Not 20, not 50, just 3 things. Let me explain. Number 1, be his peace, not his stress. Now let me break this down. We're out there every day, fighting battles, at work, in life, wherever. And when we come home, we don't want to be battling there too. Home should be where we recharge. So bring some calmness, bring some grace, a little understanding. You do that and watch him start opening up, starting to relax around you. I'm telling you, that's how it works. Number 2, y'all, respect. Yes, ma'am, I said it. Men gotta feel respected. It's in our DNA. And I don't just mean lip service, I mean show it. When you trust our decisions, believe in our leadership, you make us feel like we can take on the whole world. But look, we know we gotta earn it too. All right, so we step up, we put in the work. And number 3, intimacy. Now, this isn't just about physical stuff. No, we want to feel wanted, appreciated. So when you put in that little extra effort, let me tell you, we feel that love and we love you even more for it. If you agree, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is for you. You ever wonder why your man ain't loud about his feelings? Let me tell you why. He's talking without saying a word. The music he's playing, that's his mood. The way he drives, oh, that's his stress hitting the gas. The quiet videos he posts, or those moments he just zones out, that's him screaming for someone to notice. Men, don't cry out the way you might expect. They won't spell it out for you. But their silence, oh, it's loud if you know how to listen. The weight of life, the battles he's fighting, it's all there in the little things. So ladies, don't just hear him, see him. Be the one who notices the unspoken, because diamonds don't shine without pressure, and neither does a man who's feeling unseen. Show up for him in those moments when he can't find the words, and you'll see him shine in ways you never expected. Remember this, sometimes the loudest cries for help are the ones left unspoken. Pay attention to the silence, it speaks volumes. If you agree, drop 100 and hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you.
Communication isn't just talking, it's the courage to go first. Now let me hit you with some truth. Too many relationships crumble because nobody wants to take the lead. Someone has to set the tone. Say, I'm having a bad day, and I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to listen, to sit with me, to be here. How powerful is that? It's not about fixing each other's problems, it's about sharing the weight. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's what makes love real.
You want to restart a relationship? Let me explain something. People saying you can't go back, you can't try again. Man, forget that. You absolutely can. If you've both grown, if you've learned, then why not give it another shot? See, here's the deal. Trying again doesn't mean doing the same old thing. It's about doing it right this time. You can't just love somebody any kind of way. You got to love them the right way. It's about commitment, respect, and effort every day, not just when it's easy. You both got to show up, put in the work. Now, let me ask you this. If you truly believe they're worth it, why wouldn't you go all in? Like they say, real love isn't about never getting it wrong. It's about making it right when you do. So if you're thinking about giving it another go, go all in. Let them know they're worth it. But remember, it's got to be mutual. You both got to be ready to love right this time. True love isn't about never falling. It's about choosing to stand up together every single time. If you agree, drop 100 and hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you.
If someone says one of these 3 things while you're dating, it's time to lace up those sneakers and run. Don't wait, don't hesitate, just go. First, they hit you with, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I like spending time with you. Translation, they want all the perks of having you without the commitment. They're keeping their options open, but they want you to stick around on their terms. And let me tell you, that's a one-way street to heartbreak. Second, you hear, you're different than anyone I've ever met. I think you might be the one. Oh, really? After knowing you for a week? That's a love bomb, plain and simple. It's all flash and no substance. If they're already talking about marriage or meeting the family, they're not in love, they're in fantasy land. And lastly, I've been hurt before and I struggle to trust people. Look, everybody's been through something, but using past pain as an excuse to dodge emotional responsibility, that's manipulation. If they're not healed, they've got no business dragging you into their mess. Drop a note in the comments if you're ready to dodge those red flags.
Somebody asked me, what happens if your ex is dating someone new? Should I be worried? Well, here are the 5 stages of a rebound relationship. First, the shiny object phase. They're excited about someone new, thinking they found something better. Then comes the release phase, where they dive into this new person, happy and content. Next, the justification phase. They start showing off their new partner, trying to prove to friends and family that this new relationship is special. Phase 4, the comparison stage. They begin realizing this new person isn't as great as they thought and start comparing them to you. Finally, the regret phase. They start regretting the breakup and often reach out to you or hear through others that their new relationship is falling apart. Don't sweat it. Stay focused on leveling up. If you made this far, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is for you. A good relationship is like a dance. Partners alternately lead and follow each other, but they are always moving forward together.
A girl asked me, Steve, which type of ex deserves a second chance? Not every ex deserves a ticket back into your life. Some exes were lessons, not life partners. The narcissist, they only cared about themselves. The toxic one, leave that chaos in the past. But what about the ex who took accountability, owned their mistakes, and showed real growth? That's a different story. Here's the deal. If they've proven through consistent actions, not just empty words, that they've changed, maybe they deserve another shot. But don't fall for sweet apologies without seeing solid effort. Apologies are easy. Change is hard. Look for respect, consistency, and genuine remorse. These aren't options, they're requirements. Also, check your heart. Are you considering them because they've truly evolved? Or are you just feeling lonely or nostalgic? Don't romanticize the past. You can't move forward if you're stuck in reverse. An apology without change is just manipulation. So before you let anyone back in, ask yourself, are they better now? Or are you just hoping they are? If this hit home, drop 100, share this with someone who needs it, and hit follow for more deep life lessons.
Love ain't just about grand gestures and sweet words. It's a commitment, a decision you make every single day. When times get tough, that's when real love shows up. It's not about how you feel, but what you're willing to do. Anybody can love you on good days, but find someone who loves you when you're down, lost, or broke. That's the kind of love that stands the test of time. Don't settle for anything less than real. If you made this far, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you.
Is there still hope for your relationship? Let me tell you the truth. Breakups are tough, especially when your ex says things like, "It's over forever. I never want to see you again," or "I'm done, I'm moving on." Those words cut deep, leaving you feeling hopeless. But here's what you need to know. What they said at the end doesn't define the future. What your ex felt during the breakup was just a snapshot of their emotions at that moment. Emotions change. They rise and fall like the tide. Today, they might feel certain about leaving, but months from now, they could be missing you, regretting their decision, and chasing what they lost. Remember when you two first fell in love? They probably promised forever, talked about a future together, maybe even picked baby names. But now, those promises seem distant. Feelings shift. Your job now, focus on you. Work on becoming the best version of yourself. Create a life they'd regret not being part of. Stay in no contact. Give them time and space to realize what they lost. If this message resonated, drop 100 in the comments, hit follow, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today.
Men need to understand that treating women with respect and kindness is the foundation of a healthy and successful relationship. They can't expect women to treat them well or show respect if they themselves aren't behaving properly. A relationship is a two-way street. When men act with love, respect, and fairness, they can then expect women to treat them the same way. If a man is disrespectful or unfair, he shouldn't expect the woman to be kind and respectful in return. However, when a man consistently behaves with care and respect, a woman will feel valued, and she will have no reason to leave. A woman who feels loved and appreciated will remain loyal and devoted, making the relationship stronger and lasting.
If you agree, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is for you. Second chances in a relationship? Let me tell you something. You teach folks how to treat you. People gonna do whatever you let them get away with. They cheat on you, lie to you, and you just keep forgiving them. Like they bought a get-out-of-jail-free card at Walmart. And why wouldn't they? They know all they gotta do is apologize, maybe toss you some flowers, and boom, you're back like nothing happened. But let me tell you right now, if their actions don't change, that apology ain't worth the dime. It's like putting duct tape on a sinking boat. It ain't gonna float, baby. And here's the wild part. They got the audacity, the gall, the nerve to leave you one day. After all that disrespect you put up with, they walk off with somebody else, leaving you standing there like, what just happened? That's like letting somebody borrow your shoes, scuff them up, then complain they don't fit. Listen to me, quit handing out second chances like coupons. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. It's time to set some standards and protect your peace. If you feel me, drop a 100 in the comments and hit follow. We're raising the bar today. You can be the total package, but at the wrong address. Let me tell you something. Just because you're single doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Nah, it doesn't work like that. Rejection, that's a part of life, whether it's in dating, jobs, careers, friendships, whatever. Life is gonna throw some no's at you, and you gotta learn how to handle it. Just remember, rejection ain't always about you. Most of the time, it's about them, what they're going through, their perspective, their baggage. But if you're not careful, you start making up stories in your head. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm the problem. And that's where it goes downhill. I used to take rejection so personal, like it was a reflection of my worth. But let me tell you, once I stopped making it about me, it saved me a whole lot of heartache and 5 pounds of ice cream too. Listen, rejection doesn't define you, it refines you. So when life shuts one door, don't sit there knocking. Find the next door and walk through it. Your address? It's out there waiting for the total package. You. If you agree, drop 100 and hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you. 3 things a woman needs from her man. Not 30, not 50, only 3 things. Number 1, attention. She needs to know that when she's talking, you're not somewhere else, and that her thoughts matter. Put that phone down, make eye contact, and listen. Give her that focus, and she'll feel valued like nothing else. 2nd, respect. Show her, don't just say it. Respect her choices, respect her voice, respect the woman she is. It's in your actions, not just the words. When she feels respected, she'll stand by your side through anything, and that's when you know you've got something real. Last one, security. And I'm not just talking about finances, man. Make her feel safe with you, make her feel like she can trust you. When a woman feels secure emotionally and physically, she'll bring out the best in you. And that's how a relationship grows strong. A good relationship is like a dance. Partners alternately lead and follow each other, but they are always moving forward together. If this message hit home, hit that follow button for more straight talk like this. Brother, when a woman asks, is there something you want to tell me? She already knows. Women, oh man, they're like the FBI. They've done the homework, got the evidence, and probably even talked to your mama about it. So when she comes to you, it's not an invitation to lie. It's your shot at owning up. Don't dig the hole deeper. You see, these women ain't clueless. If she's asking, she already knows where you've been, who you were with, and probably what you ate for lunch that day. Lying? That ain't it, bro. When you lie, you're disrespecting her intelligence. You're telling her she's not sharp enough to figure it out. That ain't fair, and it sure as hell ain't smart. Here's the truth. If you did it, stand on it. Be honest. Yeah, it'll sting, but it's better than her losing respect for you entirely. Women value honesty even when it hurts. So stop acting like she don't know the deal. She does. Fellas, listen up. Be careful out there. And ladies, tell me, am I right about y'all? Drop a comment and share your thoughts. And hit follow, because this account is all about keeping it real, just like you should. Remember, loyalty isn't just a word. It's the backbone of every strong relationship.
Staying friends with your ex isn't mature. It's messy. Deep down, you're keeping them as an option, even if you deny it. You say, oh, we're just cool, we get along. Yeah, of course you do. That's why you dated them in the first place. But respect your future relationships enough to shut that door. Now ask yourself this, how would you feel if someone you're dating was still hanging out with their ex? Don't lie to yourself, you wouldn't stand for it. So why are you doing the same thing? Unless you got kids or shared responsibilities, there's no reason to keep them in your life. And if your ex is your best friend, that's just a scarcity mindset talking.
One of the toughest things you'll ever face is going through a breakup and watching the person you loved, the person you thought you knew, turn into someone completely devil. Let me explain. You had good intentions, you loved them with everything, and yeah, maybe you weren't perfect, but what the hell happened? Suddenly they're a monster, cold, emotionless, treating you like you ain't nothing. And the worst part? They don't even have the decency to give you some closure or talk things out. Nah, they leave you hanging, blaming you for everything that went wrong. Every time they reach out, it's when they're feeling bad, needing your help. But when you needed them, they were nowhere to be found. Let me tell you something. Sometimes people lose feelings, but that don't mean you should be treated like you never mattered. You gave them love, care, time, and they turned their back on you. Now here's the key. Don't chase them. The best thing you can do is back off, give them the space they want. When they come knocking, don't let them back in. You deserve better. You're free now. You get to live your life and find someone who'll value you. Let go, and trust me, it'll be easier to move on. If you agree, drop 100 and hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you. She lost interest in you, huh? And you're thinking, but I was doing all the right things. Look, I get it, my brother. You were trying your best, showing up with all the right intentions. But here's the truth. Sometimes it ain't about you at all. Sometimes it's her choice, her feelings, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Let me ask you this. How many men out there think they can lock down a woman just by putting a ring on her finger or having a baby together? You think that'll keep her around? Well, history's got news for you. It might work for a little while, but if she don't feel it in her soul, no ring. No kid, nothing is gonna make her stay. As they say, if someone wants to leave, let them go. You gotta understand this hard truth, my brother. Trying to keep her through little tricks or out of insecurity ain't love, and it won't work in the long run. So let her make her choice and you focus on finding someone who truly wants to be there. Why would you want to spend your time trying to make somebody see the value you bring? If they can't see it from the jump, then maybe, just maybe, they ain't worth your time. If you agree, drop 100, follow, and share this with someone who needs this message. If your ex blindsided you and jumped into a new relationship within a month or two, let me tell you what that really is. That's a rebound. And you know what? That tells you everything about them. They weren't ready to be alone, so they grabbed the first person that came along. But here's what they didn't count on. The new person, they ain't you. Now, if you had something deep, something real, your ex isn't just gonna forget that. No, sir. That new person doesn't have the same laugh, the same quirks your ex loved about you. And sooner or later, they're gonna realize what they lost. And here's a little news flash. Rebounds don't last. Your ex probably hasn't even worked on themselves. They left your relationship and stayed the same. So why are you worried about them? Spend that energy leveling yourself up, make you better. They can't replace you without feeling like they lost something special. And if they were toxic, you shouldn't want them back anyway. Remember, the higher you climb, the better the view. Keep climbing, because you deserve that happiness.
Forgiveness quotes that hit hard. 1. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself and to the other person you are forgiving. 2. Forgiveness stops their actions from hurting your heart. 3. Let go of anger to create space for peace. 4. Forgiving is reclaiming your emotional freedom. 5. Holding grudges steals joy. Let go. 6. Staying angry is harder than forgiving. 7. Forgiving is a strength, not a weakness. 8. You maybe can't get an apology, but you surely can give forgiveness. 9. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things a person can do. 10. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, it's remembering without anger.
Can you be friends with your ex? Let's be real. Trying to be friends with your ex is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. Sure, you got along, that's why you dated in the first place. But if things didn't work out when you were all in, what makes you think being just friends will magically work? You've shared intimate moments, talked about a future together, marriage, kids, a whole life, and now you expect to hit the reset button like it's a video game? Come on. Once you've crossed certain lines, there's no uncrossing them. Staying friends with an ex is like keeping a window open during a storm. You're inviting trouble. It's disrespectful to a future partner and damaging to your mental health. Even harmless things like following them on social media or exchanging friendly messages keep old feelings alive. Your ex is your past for a reason. Let them stay there. You can't move forward while dragging old chapters with you. Close the book and focus on your future. It's way better without the unnecessary baggage. If this hits home, share it, drop 100, and hit follow for more real talk.
How to make them miss you like crazy in 1 week. Do these 5 things and see the results. 1. Cut off all contact. When you're no longer around, they'll feel that void and wonder why you're suddenly gone. 2. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Go after those goals. Hit the gym and find your confidence. When you start shining without them, they'll notice. 3. Don't stalk their socials or react to what they're doing. Show them you're totally unbothered. It'll make them question everything. 4. Reconnect with your passions and meet new people. There's nothing more attractive than someone living a full, happy life. 5. Respect yourself by setting firm boundaries. When they do reach out, they'll see you're not willing to settle for less. Remember, people often realize your worth the moment you've moved on, when they see the strength in you they once took for granted. If you made this far, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is definitely for you.
You know what really hurts? Watching someone you love slowly lose interest in you. It's not sudden. It's a silent drift. They stop asking how your day was. They no longer check in to see if you're okay. Conversations that once felt endless now seem forced, empty, like they're just going through the motions. You can feel them slipping away, but what can you do? You can't force someone to care the way they used to. So you just smile, pretend you don't notice, and hope that maybe it's just a phase. But deep down, it's not. Their heart has left long before their words ever did. And the worst part, you're still there, holding on to what used to be while they've already let go. To everyone feeling this pain, you deserve more. You deserve love that doesn't fade, someone who makes you feel wanted every day. Don't settle for half-hearted love, because your heart deserves to be chosen, fully, completely. Drop 100 if you've ever felt this, and remember, you're worth more.